Good afternoon and welcome to Madison Field, located on the campus of Marshfield Senior High School, as the Marshfield Tigers will be taking on the Merrill Blue Jays this afternoon. And it's senior night here at the ballpark, and recognizing the seniors at Marshfield Senior High School. They are Delaney Varsho, Taylor Weiss, Madison Kraus, Bailey Crone, and Kylie Pugh. One of the things they do here in the Valley also is they recognize also the seniors on the opposite team, and we want to recognize also Danny Schilke and Mackenzie Ellenbecker, the two seniors on the Merrill Ball Club.
No matter what you decide to do after high school.
Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Shoot a Funeral Home. Shoot a Funeral Home Services in Stevens Point and Plover is here to help you with all your funeral needs, with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shootafuneral.com. That's shootafuneralhome.com.
Cameron Pearson, Molly Fox.
And now they're recognizing
Good evening, everybody, and happy senior night. I was given the opportunity
Cameron Pierce,
to all of you on behalf
starting
of
outfielder for the Tigers, as tonight I think she is actually the DP, the designated player tonight, but usually she's out in the outfield for the Tigers. And the Tigers are coming into this contest with a 2-4 conference record, 8-8 overall, as the Merrill Blue Jays are 6-6 in conference and 2-3 overall. Both teams pretty much a roller coaster season between these two teams, as the Marshfield Tigers started out the season with very strong, as
her work ethic and dedication is incredible, and it's so fun to watch.
They won actually 4 of their first 5 ball games, then lost 1 in April to Lakeland, then reeled off 3 wins, and then lost 5 in a row here from April 15th through April 24th. And they just came off now a big win against Wausau East just last week, as they defeated Wausau East 15-5 in that contest. Molly Fox was the winning pitcher, as she went 5 innings, and she walked 3 and struck out 9 in that contest. And the top hitters for the Tigers in that game was Delaney Varsho going 1 for 3 and scoring 3 runs. Cameron Pierce going 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Lillian Griesbach 2 for 4 with a triple and 3 runs scored and an RBI. And Lydia Garvin going 1 for 3 and 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Madison Kraus went 3 for 3 with a triple and 3 runs and 4 RBIs. And Rand Costa going 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI, and Madeline Cole with a double and 3 RBIs, as the bats were working very well for Marshfield last week against Wausau East. And these two teams have met earlier in the season, back on, it was very early in the season. In fact, I think it was the season opener in the Valley for each ball club. Yes, it was, as Marshfield back on April 10th, and Marshfield ended up winning that one 9-7. It was very close, as Marshfield scored 3 times over the final 2 innings and pulled off a 9-7 win over Merrill in a slugfest between these two clubs. The game was tied 6-6 after 5 innings before the Tigers scored 2 on an error in the top of the 6th and to grab the lead. Marshfield added an insurance run in the 7th inning on an RBI single by Molly Fox. Merrill scored once in the bottom of the inning, and Angela Barnhart, who came in and pitched the final 2 innings for the Tigers, got out of a jam to get the save for the Tigers. In that contest, Lillian Griesbach did have a double and a home run with 3 runs scored and 2 RBIs for Marshfield. And Grace Hoff had 3 hits with a home run and drove in 4 for Merrill. And so also Madison Krause also homered and drove in 3 runs for the Tigers. So the Tigers bats, as they only had 8 hits in that contest and got those 9 runs. But the Merrill Blue Jays had 13 hits, but their problem was they committed 3 errors in there, which gave the Tigers a very nice victory. So we're going to take just a little commercial break, and we're going to be right back. And today's game is brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
And it's sung because you were so important to me in my softball journey. So if you can take
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
And we're back here at Madison Field for today's Wisconsin Valley contest as the Marshfield Tigers will be taking on the Merrill Blue Jays. The standings in the Wisconsin Valley right now is leading the pack is DC Everest with a 6-0 conference record. Stevens Point is in second, 2 games back at 4-2, and at 2.5 games back is Wisconsin Rapids. Wausau West is at 3-3 and 3 games back. The Blue Jays of Merrill are 2-3 at 3.5 back. Marshfield is 2-4 and 4 games back, and Wausau East Lumberjacks are 6 games back at 0-6. Other games in Wisconsin Valley today. Let's see here. DC Everest is at Wisconsin Rapids, and Wausau East is at Wausau West. The games that were supposed to be played, I'll have to look those out here, that were supposed to be played last Thursday but were rained out. Stevens Point at DC Everest will now be played on Wednesday, this Wednesday, May 7th, and Wisconsin Rapids at Wausau East is not till Friday, May 16th. They have not scheduled a date yet for the Wausau West Merrill game, and Marshfield had off that evening. So looking at the schedule for the Marshfield Tigers, and I was wrong, they are not 8-8, they are 8-7 on the season. And coming up after this one, Marshfield will be in action tomorrow at home against Wisconsin Rapids. Then on Thursday, they travel to Wausau West to take on the Warriors. Start for that game is 4:30. Then on Friday, they travel to Eau Claire North to play a doubleheader, one at 4 o'clock and one at 6 o'clock. And then they've only got 3 conference games left after that, with DC Everest on May 13th. On May 15th, they travel to Stevens Point, and on May 20th, they travel to Wausau East. And then the regionals and sectionals will be just around the corner. For the Merrill Blue Jays, they will play Stevens Point tomorrow night at home. Start of that is at 4:30. And then on Thursday, they travel to Wisconsin Rapids, take on the Red Raiders. That start is at 4:30. Then on, they're actually playing, according to this, they're playing a doubleheader at, I'm not sure here. Both schedule has them both for May 8th. But at May 8th, they're either at home or away, but they are playing Wisconsin Rapids. Then May 13th, they're against Wausau East. And May 15th, they travel to DC Everest for their last Valley contest. So it'll be a busy next 2 weeks here. And then the seedings will be coming out for tournament-wise. Merrill, of course, is a Division II school, and they will, let's see see here. I've got my sheet. Merrill will be over in the Rice Lake sectional. They are in Group B, the lower bracket, and in that bracket is Anigo, Colby Abbotsford, Lakeland, Medford, Merrill, Mosinee, New London, Rhinelander, Shawano, and Waupaca. In that upper bracket, it's Altoona, Ashland, Baldwin, Woodville, Black River Falls, Ellsworth, Hayward, Osceola, Rice Lake, and St. Croix Central. The Tigers, they will be in the Stevens Point sectional. And in that bracket, pretty much the favorite in that, I would say, is DC Everest. They are ranked number 3 in the state right now in Division 1. In that upper bracket is Chippewa Falls, DC Everest, Eau Claire Memorial, Eau Claire North, Hudson, Marshfield, Menominee, New Richmond, River Falls, Spash, Superior, Wausau East, Wausau West, and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. In that lower bracket, well, actually, there's 8 brackets, so it's just those teams in that sectional of Stevens Point. So DC Everest is pretty much the favorite. The toughest bracket out of that in Division 1 looks like over in the Pulaski, where 4 teams are ranked in the latest poll, and it should be a very, very tough sectional over in that Pulaski sectional. So we're just a few moments away here from the start of the ball game as they are introducing the starting lineups here for the Wisconsin Rapids, or excuse me, for the Merrill team and for the Marshfield team. We'll give you also the starting lineups right now, as leading off for the Merrill Blue Jays and playing left field is Danny Schilke, one of the seniors. Batting second and catching, Kendall Klug. Batting third, the third baseman, Mackenzie Hart. Batting in the cleanup spot, the shortstop, Gracie Huff. Batting third and batting fifth and playing first base, Miley Krieger. Batting sixth and pitching tonight for the Merrill Blue Jays, Abby Krieger. Batting seventh and playing second base, Kendall Klug. Batting eighth, the DP, Lily Huff. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Gabby Wheeler. And the flex player and playing right field is Mackenzie Ellenbecker. And the Merrill Blue Jays are coached by Allison Natsky, who's in her 4th season with an overall record of 27 wins and 47 losses. For the Marshfield Tigers, leading off and playing left field, Delaney Varsho. Batting in second, the DP, Cameron Pierce. Batting in the 3 spot and catching, Lillian Griesbach. Batting in the cleanup spot, the third baseman, Lydia Garvin. Batting 5th and playing first base, Madison Kraus. Batting 6th and playing shortstop, Rand Costa. Batting 7th and playing center field, Madeline Cole. Batting 8th and playing right field, Taylor Weiss. And batting 9th and playing second base, Lilia Upman. And in the 10th spot is the flex player and pitching, Molly Fox. So far on the season, Molly has pitched in 6 ball games. Her record is 2-4. She has pitched 30 innings, given up 42 hits, 37 runs, 28 earned, 28 walks, and 26 strikeouts, and has an ERA of 6.53. One of the problems the Tigers do have is they lead the pitching team with the most walks, and they're actually second in the conference in strikeouts. And just coming up short here, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the
national anthem performed by the Mayor T. Strike here in Marshfield. And we'll be just here starting shortly as Molly Fox will be taking her warm-up pitches here. Guys, she'll remember prom for the rest of her life. Make sure her prom flowers are the best of the best from Hefco Floral Company in Patriots Tower, downtown Marshfield. And for expertise, honesty, and seller service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure that your vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with your insurance company to make it easy for you. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield's south side. Beautiful day, as this whole week is supposed to be just gorgeous. We've got a kind of a brisk wind. Let me just check here what our wind situation is here. But it seems to be coming out of the east to southeast here a little bit. The temperature is 69 degrees and feels like 69. I know they are talking very nice temperatures for tomorrow as, let's look here, they're looking at a high of 80 tomorrow, 68 on Wednesday, 66 on Thursday, 74 on Friday, and Saturday 75 and 82 on Sunday, and just beautiful weather and no rain in the forecast. I know I will be busy pretty much all week. Also, I want to mention the Chaparral start this weekend. We will have that on Zaleski Sports on Sunday at 1:30, and I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action of that one. And we're just about to have the first pitch here of today's Tiger game. And on the mound, Molly Fox. And a first pitch, swing and a miss by Danny Schilke, as Schilke takes the swing. As I mentioned, Danny is one of the two seniors on this Merrill ball club. A very, very young club. Next pitch, swing and a miss for strike two. As I mentioned, Marshfield does have at times control problems as they do lead the valley in walks. And next pitch, upstairs, ball one. 1-2 count here in the top of the first inning, just starting here from Madison Field here at Marshfield. And as our public address announcer's paper goes flying through here and next pitch comes in inside. I thought it hit her, but I guess not. The ball was not called dead. So a 2-2 count on the leadoff hitter, Danny Schilke. Molly rocks, and slow roller to third. Throw over to first in time as Garvin charged that down the third base line and made a low throw and a nice pickup by Madison Krause over at first base for out number one. Bringing up now the catcher, Kendall Klug. And Kendall is the second top hitter on this club, hitting .412 during conference here with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. And right-handed hitter. As Fox gets the sign, she rocks and pitch upstairs for ball one. Winds are out of the northeast at 12 miles per hour, so a little brisk at times out here. Ground ball and fouled down the third base side. You could say it's a little overcast skies. They're saying 49% cloud cover right now, so as long as the sun stays out, keeps it nice and warm, 69, 70. I could live with this all year long. I'd have to move to San Diego. That's where they say it's like that. Next pitch, just short. And bounces away from catcher Griesbach. And 2-1 count with one down here in the top of the first inning. Fox set out, rocks, and delivers. And a line shot right to the shortstop for out number 2. As Costa went about maybe a step and a half to her right to catch that line drive. And the third baseman in the number 3 spot, Mackenzie Heritage. And Mackenzie is actually leading the team in hitting during the conference season here, hitting .444. She's 8 for 18. She's got 1 RBI, swing and a miss for strike 1. It's really nice when these conferences get all together and they, put the stats in their websites. And the Merrill Conference is really good about that, and also the Valley. And Mark Lakey does a nice job in that Merrill Conference, and also the Wisconsin Valley of having their teams, get the stats in, so we can have something to talk about and recognize these fine athletes also. And Fox with delivery, and Hert fouls it off. And 1-2 count with 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Game starting a little early today. It was supposed to start at 5 o'clock. They wanted to start at 4:30 because of they're going to have the JV game right after this. And we will not be bringing that, but we'll be bringing you Tiger softball here. And let me look up on our site of what other games are going on Zaleski Sports. I'm thinking Griesbach must have taken one off the... Yeah, she took one off the shoulder there just to see if, how her throwing ability was. Speaking of shoulders, I don't know if everybody noticed that great catch that Dalton Varsho had this last week. In fact, it was just named just today that it was the top major league play in Major League Baseball last week. It hit number 1, and they're going to be talking. They were saying they're going to be talking about this 50 years down the road as one of the greatest catches of all times. And a nice way to come off the IL is he has that great catch, then a home run game 2 and a home run game 3. So great start for Dalton. And they took him out of the lineup last night. They had him in the starting lineup, but they scratched him a little bit. He had a little tightness in the shoulders, but with a day off today, gives him 2 days rest. So hopefully he's back in the starting lineup again tomorrow night. So, but great way for Dalton to start out the season. As we got a 2-2 count here on Mackenzie. Fox gets the sign and the pitch and a swing and a miss and drop and throw down to first. And that's the Jamie Wenzel strikeout call. Jamie Wenzel, your Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. For the Merrill Blue Jays in the top of the first inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after a half inning of play, it's the Merrill Blue Jays, nothing. And the Marshfield Tigers coming to bat. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today. We are never short on inventory, and we are never short on bringing you great deals. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
And we're back here in Madison Field on the campus of Marshfield Senior High School with Nathan Delaney as she hits a shot down the left field line and foul. Delaney hitting .235 on the season. She's got a .435 on base percentage. And she does not have a an RBI yet this season, but she has walked 6 times this season for the Tigers. Good leadoff hitter. That's her job to get on base right away. And next pitch. Want to say bounced in the dirt, but there's no dirt out there. Not when you've got an all-turf field. So we got a 1-1 count on Delaney Varsho. And the pitch upstairs. And let's see, we've got Abby Krieger is on the mound today. Abby gets the sign. Shot back up the middle, base hit for Delaney. As leadoff hitter gets on for the Tigers.
Single by Marshall brings up the designated
Bringing up the DP, Cameron Pierce. As Cameron on the season here is hitting .357, third top hitter on the team. And as Delaney takes big lead there, all the infielders moving as Cameron squared around the bunt. And a call strike. And Cameron fouls it off, strike 2. As Abby is 1-2 on the season, pitching-wise, has pitched 12 1/3 innings, given up 13 hits, 13 runs, 9 earned, walked 7, and struck out 14, and she's got an ERA of 5.11. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and the batter will be out as first base is occupied. As Cameron Pierce goes down, swinging, and the ball was dropped, but Delaney Varsho will get credit with a stolen base on that. As Abby gets her first strikeout of the contest. 1 down here for the Tigers in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch line shot down the line by Lillian Griesbach. Lillian Griesbach, top hitter on the team, hitting .475 in conference play, on base percentage of .500. She's got 7 RBIs, 1 home run. She was a second-team all-conference player last year for the Marshfield Tigers. And she's only a sophomore, a very fine young catcher. But she's line shot out to left, and great catch out there by Schilke. And Varsho stays at second with 2 down, as Lillian gave it a ride out to left for out number 2.
The Tigers, third baseman, number 2.
Third baseman Lydia Garvin. As Garvin comes up, she is batting .200 on the season, and she has 3 RBIs. She's had 23 plate appearances on the season in conference play. On deck hitter Madison Krause, who's had the hot bat lately for the Tigers. As Abby Krieger gets set out there inside. Counts 2-0 on Lydia Garvin. Made a fine play in the first inning, charging that ball at third and throwing out the leadoff runner. Ground ball back to the mound, knocked down, and shovels over as Krieger shovels off to Krieger. Sounds like a law firm to me. And for the third out, the Tigers get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. So after 1 inning of play, we're tied at 0. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Founded in 2011, Marshfield Fast Pitch is a competitive fast pitch softball club. Players range in age from 7 to 18 years old. They consist of girls from central Wisconsin and headquartered in Marshfield. Throughout the year, teams compete in tournaments locally, around the state, and nationally. During the winter, practices, lessons, and clinics are held at our indoor facility. Marshfield Fast Pitch specializes in player physical and mental development with the hopes of making a big impact on their team. Visit our website at marshfieldfastpitch.com.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we're back here at Madison Field. And leading off for the Merrill Blue Jays will be the shortstop, Gracie Huff. As Merrill's got a ball game tomorrow, Coach, I talked to the Merrill coach just before the ball game, and she would like to make everyone aware. First pitch comes in and a swing and a miss by Gracie. Is that it is youth night tomorrow night at Merrill as they take on Spash, and they'd love to see the members of the community come out for a great game and a chance to get kids excited about softball. And this day will also be a charity night where they're raising money for Josie Geis, who their sister was a player for Merrill, and her fight with CRPS. And please consider joining them to help combat with all the challenges she has been going through, and so strong to get through this. But a charity night at Merrill against the Spash Panthers tomorrow night, and hope everybody can go out and support Josie Geis up at Merrill. 1-2 count, and just misses the outside corner for Gracie Hoff. Breeze kind of blowing, circling, and fouled out of play. Thank goodness they filled that swamp in over here. Otherwise, that ball would have gotten a bath over there. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Next pitch comes in, ball. 3-2 count. Gracie, leadoff hitter here in the top of the second inning for the Merrill Blue Jays. When these two teams met back in April, it was a slugfest, and the Tigers came out on top 9-6 in that contest. Fox inside and high, and Gracie Huff works a walk. Bringing up first baseman Miley Krieger. And Miley
Krieger
is, let's take a look here. Miley is had 18 appearances. She's got 5 walks, good on-base percentage. Hitting in the number 5 spot for the Merrill Blue Jays. Fox rocks and squares around and bunts it right up in the air to Fox, but getting back to first base is Gracie Huff. So one down here in the top of the first inning. Bringing up the pitcher, Abby Krieger. And Abby on the season is hitting .267, on-base percentage of .389. She's got 3 RBIs on the season. She's had 18 plate appearances. First pitch just up a little bit for ball 1. Fox getting set. Gets the sign from Griesbach. And changes her mind about 2 or 3 times. Now she's ready. And a shot out to center field, and a one-hopper out to center field. Rounding second and going into third is Huff. And Merrill's got runners at the corners. Has a single by Abby Krieger at the center field. That's the first hit by the Merrill Blue Jays in today's contest. And the second baseman, Kendall Klug, is up. Kendall, second top hitter on the Blue Jays. And we've got a courtesy runner coming in. That is number 5. That would be, well, I don't have her listed on my roster here. Unless she might be from the JV team. There is a 5. Tenley Wicks is listed. And another bunt. And play. Third baseman got the batter runner from third, which was Huff. Came, but the throw was down low and got away from Griesbach, and Huff lands up scoring. So credit an RBI to Kendall Klug with a sacrifice bunt. And going to third on that play, on the air, would be Abby Krieger. And coming to bat now is Lily Huff, the DP. So Kendall Klug gets an RBI, and advancing to third is Abby Krieger on the air. We'll give that to the air on the first baseman on that. And a swing and a miss by Lily Huff as that throw would Oh, as Barker is on, I'm sorry. Yes. Olivia Barker. And the pitch. And a pop-up. And pops out to the catcher for out number 3. But the Merrill Blue Jays come up with 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. And after 1.5 innings of play, it's the Merrill Blue Jays 1 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing. And today's ball game is brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
1 hit, 1 error, 1 clear.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
And we're back here at Madison Field. And leading off is Madison Kraus. And Madison on the season, she's the second top hitter for the Tigers. And a ground ball off the glove. Throws over to first. In time. As a shot ricocheting off the glove of Abby Krieger to the second baseman. So that'll be scored 1-4-3. As
Ground out brings up the Tigers shortstop,
they
number 10, Ryan Costa.
get Madison Kraus at first base. And coming up is Ryan Costa, the shortstop for the Tigers. As Costa, on the season, fourth top hitter for the Tigers in conference, at hitting .350 and .409 on base percentage. And Ryan has 3 RBIs. And the pitch. Called a strike, catching the outside corner on Costa. 1-2 count with 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Krieger with the pitch, high and outside. Krieger with the pitch, and down the third base side. And we've got a couple Merrill players warming up over in the bullpen area. Krieger set. And down low. Knocked down by Kendall Klug. And a 3-2 count. With Madeline Cole in the on-deck circle. And a ground ball down the first base line, foul. Krieger's set and delivers. And a fly ball out to center field. And coming around off the glove of Wheeler. And going into second is Costa. We'll see what they give her. And the official score up here is going to give her a double for Costa. And Madeline Cole, the center fielder, as Madeline hitting .286 on the season with 4 RBIs in conference play. And the pitch down low and blocked nicely by Kendall Klug. Tigers threatening here in the bottom of the second inning with 1 down and a 1-1 count on center fielder Madeline Cole. As Krieger gets set and the delivery. And a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Krieger getting set and delivered. Inside. And be a pass ball as Costa goes into third. As the ball bounces out of Klug's glove, scored as a pass ball. Krieger gets a sign and a shot right at the shortstop. That's Gracie Huff. As Costa did not get that big of a lead off the shot, as she got back very easily to third base. So 2 down here in the second inning. And a runner at third, bringing up the right fielder, Taylor Weiss. The first pitch high and outside. Taylor's played in 6 ball games this year. She's actually got 2 RBIs on the season. Playing a really nice right field for the Marshfield Tigers. As Krieger gets set, gets the sign and pitch upstairs for a ball. Other games on the Zaleski Network in baseball, Pacelli is at home against Wild Rose. In softball, Wapaka is at home against Clintonville. In softball, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln is hosting DC Everest in a big one, as Everest leading the Wisconsin Valley. The battle in Wausau East and Wausau West, they are at West in softball. In baseball, Amherst is hosting Iowa Scandinavia. Marshfield Columbus is up at Abbotsford in softball. And Columbus baseball team trying to come back from that their second loss in a row, as the Loyal Greyhounds took it to them on Saturday, 11-1 in 6 innings. and almost puts Columbus out of the race, as both Loyal and Neillsville Granton are tied for first place with 5-0 records. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. The Tigers leave a big runner stranded at third base, but the Tigers get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After 2 complete innings of play, it's the Merrill Blue Jays 1 and the Marshfield Tigers 0. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we're back here at Madison Field on the campus of Marshfield High School. And we're in the top of the 3rd inning, leading off the center fielder, Gabby Wheeler. So let's take a look what Gabby has done so far in the conference here. Gabby is hitting 111 on the season, as she's got 1 RBI and 12 plate appearances on the season. Hitting the number 9 spot for the Merrill Blue Jays. And a pop-up, the third baseman, and going back and making the grab is Garvin for out number 1. And back to the top of the batting order is Danny Schilke, the left fielder. Danny grounded out to the third baseman back in the 1st inning. And Danny is having a great season conference-wise. She's got a .368 batting average for the Merrill Blue Jays.
Left fielder, number 6, Danny Schilke at the plate for the Blue Jays.
As she's got 2 RBIs on the season. The Tigers, boys and girls, will be in action tomorrow as Wisconsin Rapids comes into town here. I'm thinking it's a 5 o'clock start here tomorrow for Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield. I did that ball game down at Wisconsin Rapids earlier this year in that fine quadruplex complex they have down there in Wisconsin Rapids. And a line shot out the left center field alley, and picking up and throwing it in for the Tigers is Cole, as Danny gets a base hit for the Merrill Blue Jays here to start, or actually with 1 down, as she's 1 for 2 now, and bringing up the catcher Kendall Klug, lined out to the shortstop back in the 1st inning. Fox with the delivery and a bunt, and fouls off. As I was mentioning, Marshfield boys and girls will be in action. The boys are at Hackman Field tomorrow, and the girls are here at Madison Field. I will be in Stratford for the big one over there, as Edgar is in the race for the Merriwood Conference, taking on the Stratford Tigers, as Klug squares around and fouls it off. And Edgar, a very fine ball club. I saw them earlier in the year as they beat Columbus down at Wisconsin Rapids at that quadruplex down there. And Edgar is a very, very fine ball club, as they're in the race with Auburndale and Stratford and Edgar, those 3 teams in the Merriwood South. Next pitch is high for ball 1. In fact, the rainout that Auburndale had with Stratford is now going to be played on Friday. So Stratford and Auburndale will be taking on each other Friday afternoon. I'll have that call for you right here on Zaleski Sports. And I'll be in Auburndale also on Thursday, as Auburndale will be taking on Marathon in a big Merrill Conference matchup also. Both Auburndale now 8-0 on the season, and I saw another 8-0 team, Loyal, the other day. So two fine ball clubs in central Wisconsin here battling it out in their conferences. The next pitch by Fox is upstairs for ball 2. 2-2 count here in the top of the third inning with one down. Fox ready, rocks, and delivers. And hit by a pitch as Tigers getting a little, they're saying that it, and we have runners now at first and second. And I thought they would bring in a courtesy runner for
third baseman number 27, Matt Harrett.
And Mackenzie Harrett. They're going to appeal that. And base umpire says no, that Mackenzie held up. Mackenzie struck out back in the first inning. The only strikeout that Fox has in this ball game. Fox getting the sign from Griesbach. Rocks and fires. And a fly ball out to right field. It's going to foul and fair. And rolls off over into the corner. And a run will score for Merrill as a double by Mackenzie Harrett. Knocks in Danny Schilke with the second run for the Merrill Blue Jays. And Merrill now up 2-0 here in the top of the third inning. And Klug advancing to third. So runners at second and third with one out, as Marshfield's in trouble here with runners at second, third for the Blue Jays. And first pitch to Gracie Huff is outside for ball 1. So an earned run. And a ground ball to second, over to Upman. Upman over to Kraus for out number 2. But Hoff will get credited with an RBI as Gracie does the job and hits it to the right side of the field to score. Kendall Klug with the third run for the Merrill Blue Jays. So 2 down now here in the top of the third inning. Fox getting the sign from Griesbach, and the delivery, and a swing and a miss for strike 1. Millie Krieger, the batter, the first baseman, popped out to the first baseman. That was on a bunt attempt as she hit a high shot up in the air off a bunt. And Molly made the catch and swinging and fouled over to the right-hand side and out of the ballpark here for strike 1. 1-1 count on the first baseman, Miley Krieger. Fox with the delivery. And a ground ball. The shortstop, slow roller, and plenty of time as Costa fires a perfect strike to Kraus at first for out number 3. But the Merrill Blue Jays come up with 2 runs on 2 hits, a hit batsman, and 1 left on base. After 2.5 innings of play, it's the Merrill Blue Jays 3 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
And we're back here at Madison Field. And for expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure that your vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with your insurance company to make it easy for you. That's Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield's South Side. And Mondays were made for Mac. Get to Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield for Mac Mondays and try one of their delicious Mac options. There's a whole menu of options at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield, so hurry in and find your favorite. And leading off for the Tigers, the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, Layla Upman. As Krieger delivers the first pitch and a swing and a miss by Layla. And we'll see what Layla's doing on the season here in conference-wise. She's hitting .188. She's got 3 hits with an RBI and a swing and a miss for strike 2. We're in the bottom of the third inning here at Madison Field in Marshfield. And Merrill Blue Jays leading 3-0. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That is the third strikeout by Krieger, as Krieger has Oh, we do have a switch here.
Tigers left fielder number 1, Delaney Varsho.
We have the third baseman now. All right, so we've got Harrod now pitching for the Merrill Blue Jays, and Abby Krieger went to third defensive-wise. And a call strike to Delaney Varsho. Delaney had a base hit and a stolen base back in the first inning. A 1-2 count now on Delaney. So Krieger only lands up pitching 2 innings. And coming into pitch here is Mackenzie Hurt, and she's made 4 appearances this season in the conference. And pitch bounces off the shin guard of the catcher. And a new ball in play. As Mackenzie is 1-1 on the season, has pitched 17 2/3 innings, given up 21 hits, 18 runs, 14 earned, 11 walks, and 18 strikeouts. And she's got a 5.55 ERA. And the next pitch outside, and Delaney Varsho lands up walking, works a walk.
The walk to
off
Varsho
of
brings
Harrod.
up designated player number 13, Cameron Pierce.
So with 1 down and a runner at first, the Tigers need some runners here to get some runs. And now the number 2 hitter, the DP, Cameron Pierce, as Varsho takes off and will get her second stolen base and goes off the glove of the shortstop, and Delaney goes into third. So an error, a stolen base by Delaney, and an error on the shortstop will advance Delaney Varsho over to third. And the left hand hitting Cameron Pierce with a 1-0 count. And the pitch upstairs by Mackenzie Harrod. And the pitch outside. Kenzie looked real good with the first batter here, but the next two batters here, she's having problems finding the plate. And a call strike on the outside corner. Doing a little changing here of on my sheet here of playing who's playing third and who's pitching. And next pitch down low. And Cameron gets on well the walk. So back-to-back walks by Mackenzie Harrod.
Number 4, Lillian Griesbach.
And Lillian Griesbach, the catcher, who flew a long fly ball to left field. As she does have some power. She hit 2 home runs last year, and she's got 1 already this season. And going down and throw down to third, and Delaney Varsho gets back, but getting a stolen base is Pierce. So now Tigers with runners at second and third, and 1 down, and the tying run at the plate in Lillian Griesbach. The pitch, swing and a miss off the glove of the catcher as Merrill gets a good break with a bounce off the backboard of the fence here. Hit that board and pretty much rolled right back to Kendall Klug. And a strike right at the knees for Lillian Griesbach. 1-2 count. Lillian, the top hitter on the team. She's got 7 RBIs on the season. And a ground slow roller to third. And they aren't going to get her, not with her speed. And she'll be credited with an infield hit and loads the bases for the Tigers. A slow roller that Krieger at third could do nothing with the speed that Griesbach has. So loads the bases now for the Tigers with 1 down here in the bottom of the third, and a swing and a miss by Lydia Garvin. Lydia grounded back to the pitcher back in the first inning. As Garvin on the season does have 3 RBIs. And ball 1, 1-1 count. No place to put this batter as the bases are loaded. Harrod, and a shot over the second baseman's head, and the run's going to score. Varsho scores. And, whoa, they held her up, and as they've got, and everybody is safe. Wow. Let's go through this here. As Griesbach forced Pierce. Pierce was held up at third. Griesbach did not see the sign, and she was all the way. In fact, she had already touched third, had to run back to second, and the leadoff and the Garvin had taken off also, and she got back to first, and so everybody was safe, and it looked like total chaos out there for a while. I mean, it was like, well, who's going to get tagged out? And the pitch now to Madison Krause. And Madison's got some power as she's got 2 home runs and 12 RBIs on the season with bases loaded here. And the Tigers do have a run in and 3-1. And count now 2-1. The score is Merrill 3, Marshfield 1. And a 2-1 count on Madison Krause, the first baseman, second team all-conference last year. And a fly ball going back and making the catch, the shortstop, and a throw as Madison will get credited with a sacrifice fly on that as Pierce tagged up and came home.
Brings up the shortstop, number 10.
A sacrifice fly. You do not usually see that as a pop-up to the shortstop and gets credited with a sacrifice. So runners at first and second, and the Tigers pick up another run. And the first pitch to Costa is high and outside. As Rand had a double back in the second inning. The pitch and a swing and a miss. So runners at first and second for the Tigers here in the bottom of the third, as the Tigers have picked up 2 runs in this third inning to make the score 3-2 Merrill. And a call strike to Costa. The count now 1-2. Griesbach at second, Garvin at first. Varsho and Pierce have already scored. And the pitch. And a foul tip into the glove for strike 3 on Costa. But the Tigers come up with 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left. So after 3 innings of play, it's the Marshfield Tigers 2 and the Merrill Blue Jays 3. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
And we're back here at Madison Field here in Marshfield as the Tigers come up with 2 runs to make the score now 3-2 Merrill, going to the top of the 4th inning. And Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up for a free consultation today. And just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. As we start the top of the 4th inning here for the Merrill Blue Jays,
Number 4, Abby Krieger.
bringing up the 3rd baseman, Abby Krieger. Abby started on the mound for Merrill and pitched 2 great innings. Gave up no runs, gave up 2 hits, and struck out 2 and did not walk a batter. So great job by Abby on the mound this evening. And coming in was, let's see. That's right, Mackenzie Harrett. And pitch to Abby Krieger is inside for ball 2. Abby having a pretty good season. She's hitting .267 in conference, and she's got 3 RBIs. She's had 18 plate appearances in 5 games. As she follows off this next pitch, and it's 2-1 count. Here to Abby Krieger. A lot of sister combinations in here. You got the Klugs, you got the Kriegers, and you got the Huffs also. So 3 sets in there. And as I mentioned, a very, very young ball club. And Coach Allison Netsky mentioned that it's a young ball club. Like I mentioned, they started out roller coaster season here as they won the first 4 ball games and then went into a tailspin a little bit, and but now they have won 2 of their last 4 ball games, and they were down at Portage and had a slugfest down there that they pulled out. I think it was the score of like 14-12, something like that, and just a slugfest down there. And the next pitch, ball 4 to Abby Krieger, and so Abby is 1 for 1. She singled back in the second inning. She has 1 of the 3 hits that the Merrill Blue Jays have. And coming to the plate is the second baseman,
number 8,
Lily Huff. And Lily had a sacrifice bunt to the third baseman back in the second inning. And the pitch, swing and a miss. A mighty cut by Lily. And Lily hitting 118 on the season. She's got 2 RBIs. And squares around the bunt and pulls it back, but it's called a strike right at the letters on the inside corner. So it's an 0-2 count now on the second baseman, Lily Huff. We have a lot of ball games coming up this week, and we're going to have perfect weather for it also. Next pitch, high, and throw down to Madison Krause, but getting back to first is Abby Krieger in time. Supposed to be, in fact, they're talking near 80 tomorrow, and I know I am at Stratford tomorrow for the Edgar Stratford game, and the batter will be called out because first base was occupied, but it was a swing and a miss, and Griesbach. It'll be a pass ball that's advanced, but Hoff is out on strikes as first base was occupied. The only time that could happen is where she could have taken off is if it was the second, if there was 2 outs. And very close call at first from up here. I thought Madison might have pulled her foot off a little too soon, but runner advances to third. Krieger goes to third, and it'll go 6-3 with the put out for 2 outs, and Gabby Wheeler now the batter, batting in the number 9 spot. Fox with the pitch upstairs, 1-0 count. I'm surprised with Molly having that towel in the back that they do not tell her to kind of tuck that. I've done one other ball game this year, and umpires. I was up at Athletic Park last week doing a ball game up there and watching the softball game, and they actually had Griesbach tuck that back in there because once she moves, that towel is moving, so it's actually a white object, which is very distracting. But nobody's really called her on it this year yet. And a call strike to the number 9 hitter, Gabby Wheeler, playing center field today for the Merrill Blue Jays. As Fox gets ready on the rubber. Gets a sign from Griesbach. Rocks back and delivers. And a call strike. And a 2-2 count now with 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning and a 3-2 ball game. Merrill up by 1. Merrill put up a run in the second, 2 in the third to take a 3-0 lead, but the Tigers came back with 2 in the bottom of the third. Fox with the delivery and bounces even before it got to the batter's box. So a 3-2 count. There's 2 things when that happens, either a lack of concentration or that ball slipped out of her hand. And the pitch. And upstairs, as that is the third walk
The walk to Gabby Wheeler brings us
that
back to the top of the lineup for the
Molly
Merrill
has
outfielder number
given
6,
up today.
Danny
She's
Schilke.
also hit a batter. So actually a walk that eventually scored and a hit batter that eventually scored also. So walks and hits batters, they'll kill you every time. So runners at the corners, 2 down for the Merrill Blue Jays. And back to the top of the batting order is Danny Schilke. And a ground ball up the middle, base hit, and scoring is Abby Krieger. And base hit by the leadoff hitter, Danny Schilke, as she picks up her second big hit in the ball game and puts runners now at first and second, and Merrill with a 4-2 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. So Danny Schilke picks up her 3rd RBI in the conference season. And the first pitch into to Kendall Klug is a called strike. Kendall lined out to the shortstop and was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning and scored on a ground ball that was hit by Gracie Huff to second base. So we have runners at first and second for the Merrill Blue Jays. 1-1 count. And foul back. So a 1-2 count with 2 down. Weiler at second. Schilke at first. And the pitch. Down low by Fox. Works the count to 2-2. We've got all 2s up there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. Fox shakes the first sign off. Ty fakes the second off. And time is called by Kendall Klug. And Fox with the delivery. And upstairs. And a 3-2 count now. Three-two count on the batter. Runners will be taken off here with 2 down. And ball 4. And another walk.
That walk brings up pitcher number 27.
And the pitcher, Mackenzie Harrett, who has struck out in the first and an RBI double back in the 3rd. As another walk by the Tigers. And a pop-up into the infield, called by the shortstop. That's Costa, and she takes charge for out number 3. But the Merrill Blue Jays come up with 1 run on 1 hit, 3 walks, and 2 left. And after 3.5 innings of play, it's the Merrill Blue Jays 4 and the Marshfield Tigers 2. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
And Madeline Cole leading off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Madeline lined out to the shortstop back in the second inning. First pitch comes in for a call, strike one. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation. With professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas, call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. Next pitch comes in to Madeline Cole for a ball. 1-1 count here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And a shot down the left field line and foul. As Madeline gave it a ride down the left field line, but it was foul by maybe 5 feet, give or take. As we'll see what Hart can do here in the fourth inning, and a pop-up over in foul territory. And camping under it is Abby Krieger for out number one.
That brings right fielder number 6, Taylor Weiss, to the plate.
As the right fielder, Taylor Weiss, who struck out back in the second inning. And a swing and a miss. As 4 Tigers have struck out so far in this game. And a swing and a miss by Taylor Weiss. Taylor Weiss, one of the 5 seniors that the Tigers have. As Delaney Varsho, Taylor Weiss, Madison Krause, Bailey Crone, and Kayla Pugh all being recognized before the ball game for their hard work they've put in during their high school career. The on-deck circle, second baseman Layla Upman. As Hart, set, and a call. Strike 3. And for the second out. And that is now the third strikeout
The second baseman, number 8, Layla
for Mackenzie Hart, with 2 down here in the fourth inning. And the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, Layla Upman. As it seems like Hart has found her control a little bit better than she did the first part of that batting order, where she walked 2 in a row, and then Tigers came up with 2 hits right in a row to score their 2 runs in the third inning. And a swing and a miss. So 2-1 count. The second baseman, Layla Upman. And a call strike right down Main Street. As Upman steps out of the box, gets back in, she's set, and the pitch. And upstairs. 3-2 count and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Gets the sign and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. As the Marshfield Tigers go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And the Merrill will come up here in the fifth, as the Tigers did not score in the fourth. And this contest is brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
And we're back here at Madison Field. And a special thanks to our game day sponsors, the Woodfield Inn and Suites, Rem's Funeral Home, and G&D Wood Products. And leading off in the top of the 5th for the Merrill Blue Jays will be Gracie Huff, the shortstop. Gracie walked in the 2nd and scored and grounded out to the second baseman and got an RBI in the 3rd. So a very productive day so far for Gracie. And doing a fine job at shortstop for the Merrill Blue Jays. And time was called as everybody gets situated out here. And the pitch is called strike on the outside corner by Molly Fox. Molly working her start of the 5th inning here. And she's given up 4 runs. And outside. And she has struck out just 1 batter and walked 4 and hit a batter in this contest. And next pitch inside. 2-1 count. The shortstop, Gracie Huff. Fox ready. Rocks back and delivers. And down low. The Tigers will be here tomorrow afternoon against Wisconsin Rapids. And a ground ball to second base. Upman picks it up, throws over to Kraus for out number 1. Bringing up Miley Krieger, the first baseman. Miley popped out to the pitcher and grounded out to the shortstop to end the 3rd inning. As Miley is, what did I do with? And Miley pops one out of the ballpark here for strike 1. Miley, a sophomore for the Blue Jays. A lot of sophomores on this roster. We've got 6 sophomores for the Merrill Blue Jays. Slow roller to second, up and picks it up, throws over to Kraus for out number 2. 2 down here now in the top of the 5th inning, bringing up Abby Krieger, who started this game on the mound and moved over to 3rd base. Abby singled back in the 2nd and walked and scored in the 4th. So she's 1 for 1 on the day with a run scored. Fox ready out there on the mound. Gets the sign from Griesbach, rocks back and fires, and a call strike right at the knees. As the Merrill Blue Jays will be in action tomorrow against the Spash Panthers at Merrill. Time of the first pitch is at 4:30. And a changeup. As that pitch definitely fooled Abby. 1-2 count with 2 down here. In the top of the 5th. Fox rocks, and a line shot down the line, fair. As Abby Krieger picks up her second hit of the ball game.
That single to right brings up the second base.
Bringing up the second baseman now, Lily Huff. Lily had a sacrifice bunt in the second inning, and with that was an RBI, knocking in Gracie Huff, and struck out in the 4th inning. And a foul tip into the glove of Griesbach for a strike. Fox ready and delivers a swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the Tigers will be they'll be on the road on Thursday when they take on Wausau West. That was a battle here also earlier in the season, as in that contest that Wausau West won 12-11. That was a battle back and forth as Marshfield had the tying run on. I think it was at third when the final out was made. And I call that one too. So it was a great battle between these two clubs. And fouling that one back, Lily Huff has now worked the count to 1-2 with 2 down here in the 5th. Molly with the delivery. Change up and strike 3, and that's a Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. For the Merrill Blue Jays, they come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after 4.5 innings of play, it's Merrill 4 and Marshfield 2. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
After 4.5 complete.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
All right, and we're back here at Madison Field, and a defensive change, and you won't believe this. The pitcher and the third baseman switch back again. So now pitching again is Abby Krieger, and Mackenzie Hart went to third. So just pitch a couple innings here and a couple innings there, and the first pitch to Delaney Varsho is ball 1. Delaney has a base hit in the first and walked and scored in the third as she scored the first run for the Tigers. Next pitch comes up and high for ball 2. Delaney also has 2 stolen bases in today's contest. And the pitch. And a call strike right at the knees on the outside corner. As we can change back on my sheet here. As Abby Krieger is now pitching. And the pitch. Just, oh, it is a strike, a late call by the umpire. And Abby with delivery outside. Abby, a left-handed hitter with great speed. And a ground ball off the glove of the first baseman. And Delaney will get the first with an error on the first baseman.
That brings up the designated player, number 13, Cameron Pierce.
As Cameron Pierce is the next batter. She struck out in the first, walked into third, stole second, and eventually scored on Madison Krause's sacrifice pop-up to the shortstop. And a bunt attempt by Cameron Pierce goes foul for an 0-1 count. And a chopper over the first and scored as a fielder's choice, as the shortstop wasn't even close to the bag. She was like about 5 feet in front of second base, and the pitcher threw it to the shortstop, and Delaney had no problem going into second. So Pierce would be credited with a fielder's choice on that. And first pitch to Lillian Griesbach is down low for ball one. Griesbach, 1 for 2 today, flew out to the left fielder and had an infield hit back in the third. And a chopper over the middle as Delaney is stopped at third as they're going station to station here. The base hit out the center. Second hit for Lillian Griesbach.
Brings up the third baseman, number 2, Lydia Garvin.
And Garvin, the meat of the order for the Tigers, and timeout by the Merrill Blue Jays as Coach Natsky goes out to talk to her players. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and like them on Facebook. So the conference all over. And with bases loaded, nobody out. Tigers down by 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As first pitch comes into Lydia Garvin, down low. Lydia bounced out to the pitcher in the first inning, and a base hit. And a shot out to center field, and being waved in. And out at the plate. A run does score. Pierce is out at the plate on a beautiful throw from center field for the out number 1. But Varshall scored.
Now at the plate for the Tigers, first baseman, number 11.
As Garvin gets an RBI. And coming to the plate is Madison Krause. And going into second is Garvin. She went to second on the throw, and going all the way to third is Griesbach. I was surprised that they actually sent her on that play with nobody down. And your power hitter up, who hits one out in the power alley 2 runs will score as Madison Krause with a 2-run double. Gives the Tigers the lead here.
Clearing double by Krause brings up the shortstop, number 10, Ryan Costa.
As the Tigers have now taken a 5-4 lead with 1 down. I was surprised Coach Linsmeyer had sent that other runner. In fact, the play wasn't even close at the plate. It was a great throw by center fielder Wheeler to gun down Cameron Pierce. And back to pitching now is Harrod, as they're bouncing back and forth here. After I just get my sheet all situated, now I've got to situate it again. So we've got 1 down, runner at second with Madison Krause, and coming to the plate is Ryan Costa. Costa with a double and striking out in the third, and a swing and a miss. So Krause comes up with a big 2-run double and a pop-up back over the top here and into the parking lot by Costa. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Merrill had a 3-0 lead going into the bottom of the 3rd. The Tigers scored 2. Merrill scored another run in the 4th to take a 4-2 lead, and the Tigers have brought the bats alive here in the 5th inning as Varsho hit a shot down to third, an error on the first baseman. And then Pierce hit one back to the mound and made a throw over to second, but the shortstop was way off the bag, so he had runners at first and second. Griesbach gets a base hit, loads the bases, and Garvin gets a base hit to score Varsho, and then Madison Krause hits an RBI, 2-run RBI double, and ground ball to the shortstop, high throw, and they're saying she was off the bag, so a throwing error by the shortstop, and Krause advances to third. So now runners at the corners with 1 down. The big hit by Madison Krause here in the 5th inning in the left center field power alley, as that is her 3rd RBI in the game. And the pitch fouls back. And it's a 1-1 count now with 1 down here, and the Tigers taking the lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning, 5-4. This is the same way it was back up at Merrill, where after 5 innings of play, it was 6-6 up there, and the Tigers put 2 runs on the board in the 6th and another run in the 7th to win that one up at Merrill 9-6 early in the season. And a call, strike 3 to Madeline Cole as she goes down on strikes. And that is the 3rd strikeout
brings out Marshfield
in the contest
number 6, Taylor Weiss.
For Krieger. Excuse me, for Harrod. And talking now to Coach Krause here, pinch hitter for the Tigers, number 19.
Number 19,
Kyla Pugh, now pinch hitting for Taylor Weiss. As Kayla in the conference season has played in one game, and she's had 3 at-bats and made contact on all 3. She's got an 0-2 count now with 2 down, runners at second and third for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th inning as the Tigers put up 3 runs here in the 5th, and a swing and a miss as Kyla strikes out for the 3rd strike. But the Tigers come up with 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left. So after 5 innings of play, it's the Marshfield Tigers 5 and the Merrill Blue Jays 4. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today. We are never short on inventory, and we are never short on bringing you great deals. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
And we're back here at Madison Field as the Tigers put up 3 in the bottom of the 5th to take a 5-4 lead, and bringing up the DP, Olivia Baker, for the Blue Jays. Olivia has popped out to the catcher and grounded out to the shortstop in today's contest. She's 0 for 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Fine delivery by Molly Fox. And a strike to Olivia Baker. 0-2 count. Fox getting a sign from Griesbach. Rocks back and delivers. And a swing and a miss goes into the... And a perfect throw by Griesbach to get Baker at first. And that's the Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never happened. And Gabby Wheeler, the center fielder. Gabby popped out the third baseman and walked back in the 4th inning. And first pitch, high and inside, ball 1. Trying to get my sheet fixed from before yet, but most likely they'll come in and change pitchers on me again. And pitch inside. Ball 2. 2-0. We've had a couple plays today. I thought the Ringling Brothers Circus was in town here. But everything's under control now. And pitch outside. Tigers actually sent 8 batters to the plate back in the 5th inning to get those 3 runs. Fox with the delivery and down low, and ball 4 as Olivia Baker is now the tying run for the Merrill Blue Jays. Another walk by Fox. That is
returns Merrill to the top of the order. Left fielder number 6, Danny Schilke.
That's 5 walks now for Fox, plus she hit a batter. So you can pretty much say it's like 6. And a swing and a miss by Gabby Wheeler, the center fielder. Gabby has popped out to the third baseman and in the 3rd inning and walked in the 4th. Gabby playing center field. She had that great throw to gun down Pierce at home plate in that 5th inning and ground ball down the third baseline. And nice stop there by head coach Allison Netsky. In fact, I was looking at the roster of last year, and all of a sudden I'm looking, and we've got different names. Well, I found out when I talked to Allison before the ball game, her and her assistant coach got married last October. So congratulations to both of them. And I says, well, does he argue with you at times on your decisions? And I says, I'll bet he doesn't, because he knows he's going to lose anyway. But both of them I've had a chance to talk to them, both a nice couple. So see, they get along together on the softball diamond also. So as the conversation is over with Coach Costa out there, and the pitch by Fox is a swing and a miss, and that is a Jamie Wenzel strikeout.
That strikeout brings up Merrill's catcher, number 7, Kendall.
As Schilke goes down. And the pitch and fouled off. And heading back to first base is Gabby Wheeler. Fox with the delivery. And foul ball. As Garvin backhands that. 0-2 count with 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. And Kendall Klug lined out to short, hit by a pitch and scored, and walked back in the 4th. And a fly ball out to center field. Cole camps under it and catch for out number 3. So for the Merrill Blue Jays, they come up with no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 5.5 innings of play, it's the Marshfield Tigers 5 and the Merrill Blue Jays 4. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Founded in 2011, Marshfield Fast Pitch is a competitive fast-pitch softball club. Players range in age from 7 to 18 years old. They consist of girls from central Wisconsin and headquartered in Marshfield. Throughout the year, teams compete in tournaments locally, around the state, and nationally. During the winter, practices, lessons, and clinics are held at our indoor facility. Marshfield Fast Pitch specializes in player physical and mental development with the hopes of making a big impact on their team. Visit our website at marshfieldfastpitch.com.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish workers. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. And the first pitch into, we have a pinch hitter here also for the Tigers. It is now number 17, Ariana Pugh, and she is batting for Layla Upman. And she is making she's actually a junior catcher for the Tigers. I think she played in about, I want to say, 6 or 7 varsity games last year as a sophomore. And falling back and into the stands. And somebody's got a souvenir. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers up 5-4 after being down 3-0 going into the bottom of the 3rd. And the Tigers scored 2 in the and line shot down the right field side. As Coach Conradi down there kind of protecting herself down there from getting hit. Tigers put 2 in bottom of the 3rd. And Merrill put another one up in the over the pitcher's head and throw over to first. Great throw by the shortstop, Gracie Huff, for out number 1. And bringing up the leadoff hitter, Delaney Varsho. Delaney's been on base all 3 times as she's got a base hit and a stolen base in the 1st. Walked, stolen base, and scored in the 3rd. She got on with an error in a shot down that first baseman committed an error on, but she scored in the 5th. So great day by Delaney in the leadoff spot. And a call strike on the outside corner. Next step, Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. And the pitch. A swing and a miss. A foul tip into the glove as Delaney strikes out for out number 2. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. And bringing up on is Cameron Pierce as she has struck out, walked, stolen base, and scored in the 3rd, and fielder's choice in the 5th, and she was gunned down at trying to score in the 5th inning. Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Check out current promotions and get great deals on Milwaukee tools today. From the people you can depend on, that's Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. Coming up after the ball game, we'll have the Nasonville Dairy Postgame Show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. And the pitch. And fouled off by Cameron. Tigers trying to improve their conference record to 3-4 and 9-7 overall. And next pitch comes in high for ball 2. 2-2 with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the pitch. And I'm going to say nope, didn't go. As Pierce gets on with a walk. And catcher Lillian Griesbach, as Lillian has had a great day, going 2 for 3. Flew out with a long fly in the 1st inning to the left fielder. Infield hit in the 3rd, and a base hit, and scored in that 5th inning when the Tigers scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. And going down is, and stealing a base, is Cameron Pierce, as that is her second stolen base of the day. So she has, well, let's see, she's got, that is only her third stolen base in conference this year. And a pop-up down the line, and making a diving catch is the catcher, Kendall Klug, for out number 3. As the Tigers score no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after after 6 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Tigers 5 and the Merrill Blue Jays 4. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
They should have been here at the ball game then. Well, maybe these are the people that are usually listening to me.
I don't know, Al, I was just real happy Monday night was finally going to play golf.
Are they letting them use carts out at River Edge yet? Oh, did they? Oh, really? Yeah, I want to go out Wednesday, possibly. Oh, we're back. Thanks, Ruth. We're sitting here talking about golf. I'm thinking about Wednesday as my only day off I got this week. That not doing a ball game, and I'm hoping to get some golf in on Wednesday, so possibly. Leading off for the Merrill Blue Jays and fouling it back into the net is the pitcher. I actually call her the pitcher twice and the third baseman twice, Mackenzie Hart, as Abby and Mackenzie have flip-flopped a couple times during this ball game. So, and Mackenzie, she has struck out, had a double back in the third, and popped out to the shortstop in the 4th inning. So we're in the top of the 7th inning, as Merrill has 4 runs on 5 hits, and left 7 runners on base, and fouling off and out of the ballpark. And the Tigers have scored 5 runs on 7 hits and 1 error, and left 7 on, as Merrill has committed 3 errors in the contest, which has led to Marshfield's lead of 5-4. We got a 2-2 count on Mackenzie. And a ground ball to third. Garvin. 1 hopper, throws to Kraus, bullets it over there for out number 1. Goes 5-3. Tigers 2 outs away now here from their 3rd conference win of the season. Merrill trying to stay alive here. Merrill coming into this contest 2-3 in the Valley, 6-6 overall. Fox shakes off the first sign from Griesbach, takes the second, winds, and a pop-up over the second baseman's head. Base hit as Gracie Huff picks up a hit, and she's 1 for 3 on the day. She scored back in the 2nd inning after a walk. So the go-ahead run comes to the plate, and Miley Krieger. Miley is popped out to the pitcher, grounded out to the shortstop in the 3rd, and grounded to the second baseman back in the 5th inning. So Merrill with a runner at base, the tying run, the go-ahead run at the plate, and fouling it into the net for strike one. Fox ready and delivers and fouls that off out of the ballpark. BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at bigbeardown.com. That's BBD Sports in Cadott and Abbotsford. Fox with the delivery and fouled it off. Staying alive is Miley Krieger. Fox has gone the distance here. And a changeup. Ground ball to second. Bobbled. And got it by a half a step. As second baseman Upman never went in, just took the glove and shoveled it off the Kraus and got Miley Krieger by a half a step.
Third baseman number 4.
So great defensive play and heads up by Layla Upman for the second out, and advancing to second is Hoff. Fox looks for the sign and pop up back here and out of play. Well, Cheryl was ready back here. Would have had to take a heck of a bounce, though, in order to get up here. 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Coming up after the ball game again, Nasonville Dairy postgame show. There's Fox looking for the sign from Griesbach, and the delivery inside and low. Merrill with the tying run out at second base, 120 feet away. And Krieger 2 for 2 on the day. And outside, Krieger had a single back in the second, walked and scored in the 4th, and singled in the 5th. A single here could tie it up. Fox with the delivery upstairs. Ball 3, 3-1. First base is open. I would actually put her on, because then you've got a force at second and third. And a call strike 2. The umpire thought it was strike 3. He kind of gave his pump there, but it's a full count. As Molly has had good success with the next batter on deck. And the pitch. And a shot down the line to left. And run scores, ties it. And they got a run down here to Kraus. Kraus running down and gets the out. But they tie the score on an RBI single by Abby Krieger, her 3rd hit of the ball game, to tie this contest up at 5, as Abby Krieger caught in a rundown as Madison Kraus puts the tag on her, but not until Gracie Hoff has scored to tie this contest up at 5. And so Merrill comes up with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. After 6.5 innings of play, from Madison Field in Marshfield. We are tied at 5, and you're watching Wisconsin Valley Contest Softball here on Zaleski Sports, and brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chip's Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char.
Going into the bottom of the 7th.
And we're back here at Madison Field. And leading off is Lydia Garvin, who's 2 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to the pitcher in the first, singled in the third, singled and scored in the 5th. They've got the meat of the order up. And a swing and a miss. 1-1 count on Lydia Garvin, the third baseman. Lydia with 2 hits. And then Madison Krause, who's got 3 RBIs and gave the Tigers the lead with that 2-run double back in the 5th. And Rianne Costa, who has a double and got on with a throwing error also. So some power up for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 7th inning, as Garvin stays alive at the count 1-2. Garvin, the third baseman for the Tigers, played an outstanding ball game and fouls another one off to stay alive. This game is now over 2 hours old, and they're supposed to play the JV game at 6:30. Well, we're past that. Might have to turn the headlights on the vehicles here in order to get a couple innings in. And a fly ball out to center field. Could drop in. It does. And the winning run is at first base for the Tigers as Lydia Garvin hits a shot over the shortstop's head for Lydia's third hit of the ball game. And Madison Krause, who put the Tigers ahead in the 5th inning with a 2-run double, is now up. She's got 3 RBIs on the day and a shot down the left field line, out in front of that just a little bit. And with Lydia Garvin at first with really good speed, nobody down. If Madison gets a double here, I think Coach Schlinsmeyer will play it a little smart and not try to score that run, because you'll have runners in at second and third with nobody out, like it pretty much was in the 5th inning. As the Tigers got the leadoff runner and stealing second and out into center field, but Garvin with a stolen base and puts the runner in scoring position. And that is actually Garvin's first stolen base in conference this year. And the pitch down low. 2-2 count with nobody out. And Lydia Garvin at second. The corners are up and down low. Corners are up at first and third. Short and second playing normal depth. And a shot into the power alley. Should score a run. Is being waved in. The throw comes in, and the winning run scores as Lydia Garvin scores a run, a big RBI single by Madison Krause, her 4th RBI of the ball game, and the Tigers pull this one out after trailing 3-0 in the third inning and come away with a 6-5 win over the Merrill Blue Jays. So the Tigers coming up with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And the final score here from Madison Field in Marshfield is the Marshfield Tigers 6 and the Merrill Blue Jays 5. And we'll be back with Coach Linsmeyer and most likely Madison Krause with that game winner. And we'll have the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. And that's Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield. So, big win for the Tigers, and we will be back right after a word from Nasonville Dairy.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And a great come-from-behind victory for the Marshfield Tigers as down 3-0 going to the bottom of the third, and you guys kept your composure. And Molly was, struggling a little bit on the mound tonight. She had, I think, like 5 or 6 walks, hit a batter. It's been kind of a sour note with the Tigers this year of a lot of walks, but you guys get out of problems with it. But a great come-from-behind win. That 5th inning, sending 8 batters to the plate. And of course, Maddie coming up with that big 2-run double, and then the game winner here in the 7th inning. So again, a great ball game, and Coach, it is almost speechless.
Yeah, it was one of those games where we struggled a little bit in the beginning to get our bats going. And then, we have too many free passes, and then those runs score. I would look back in the book and see how many earned runs there were, and off of that, because there's a lot of those free passes came around and scored on us. But we played solid defense to help, and we just had to work our time, and we made good quality at bats when we needed to. Everybody stepped up. Proud of them. I'm proud of this girl right here. She held her composure, those 2 big at bats in the game, and that's why she's in that 4 and 5 spot. So proud of the girls, but it was a team event too, because we needed runners on. We stole the base when we stole bases when we needed to, and so it was a big win for us going into a big week.
Yeah, very big week. In fact, I think you've got 3 or 4 ball games in the next week here. Yeah. So it's a tough schedule down the way here. And you think about it, we're only maybe 2.5 weeks from tournament play already. Yeah. And the season goes very fast, and so you're trying to get 20 ball games in a short period of time. Mm-hmm. And so, but you guys, like you said, kept your composure in this contest and came away with a big win.
Yeah, very happy to start the week off like this. I'm, told the girls, we're going to do this all over again in 24 hours, and exactly. So make sure you get a good night's sleep and eat and everything else on top of all their academic stuff that they have to do. And right now, that's there's a lot of AP testing going on too, so there's a lot of stress going on for them. So hopefully we can do what we need to do, get ready for 22 hours from now, and we'll be ready for Wisconsin Rapids tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I did your ball game down in Wisconsin Rapids when you played them down there, and it was a tough battle back and forth. And Rapids is right in kind of the mix there with Spash and DC Everest, and they're a good ball club. So you'll have your work cut off for you tomorrow.
Yeah, they're well coached, and they are a very good ball club. And I think last time, we're a young team, and I think we're learning from every game, and that's what we want to see. I think last time, there was a lot of. Both teams had to deal with different elements of. It was an extremely windy game, and we had to deal with that, and so it's really. I think we're a stronger team and a better team since 2-3 weeks ago when we played them. So I know it's going to be a battle. I know whatever lineup I put up there is going to fight and do what we need to do to get make things happen for us.
One more question yet, and the thing is, it was senior night, and it's great to have a senior win this ball game for you.
Oh, yeah. Especially a senior like Maddie Krause. I mean, she's been here, for 4 years, and she's having a really nice year for us this year as far as, her on-base percentage and her average, and she's leading the team in RBIs, I believe, if I go back and look. She's having a really good year, and I couldn't ask for something, anything better for her, because she deserves it, and I'm very happy for her and for this recognition as well.
All right, Coach, thanks for stopping by. Good luck tomorrow. Yep. Maddie, great ball game. You went. Let's see here. You went to 2 for 3 today. I know. Usually, you had something I usually don't see. You get a sacrifice fly on a pop-up to the shortstop. You don't see that very, very often at all. But that started it right there, because, with that RBI, then you get the 2 on the double and then the game winner. So what was going through your head when you came to the plate in the 7th inning here?
Well, I think personally, I was thinking to myself, I'm not having the greatest game at the plate. And, you don't want to hit the way that I did the first 2 at-bats. Pop fly to the shortstop isn't something to really brag about. But I think it kind of lit a fire in me when my teammates were picking me up in the dugout and making me feel like they believe in me. So it was easy with them supporting me, and I knew they had my back. So,
is it a little bit different going from third base and playing first base this year?
Yeah, it's a little different. They work with me at first base, so I think I get the reps that I need. And I don't know, our defense in the infield, I feel like we all can make the plays, and they make it easy for me. So yeah,
a great win for the Tigers, and especially, like I said, on senior day, and a senior winning it. And I know you're looking forward to going to Eau Claire next year and playing some ball over there. And the best of luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you betcha. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you in the house. You know how this is done?
Yeah.
All right, I'll count you down.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
My name is Maddie Krause, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Maddie. Good luck. All right, again, the big win for the Tigers as they come back from behind and being down 3-0 in the third inning, come away with a 6-5 win on RBI single by Maddie Krause to win this contest. The game tomorrow will be on Zaleski Sports. I will be in Stratford, but we'll have somebody here covering the game tomorrow, and so we'll be with you tomorrow's ball game. So for Ruthie and myself, have a nice evening.